Hello again, everyone. My name is Ariane Baker, she, her, and I am your ACE, your advisor for career exploration. Thank you so much for participating with us this weekend, being open and honest and supportive of one another as you start to navigate where to start your career exploration for your lifelong career journey. Before you keep going on, I just wanted to say a huge thank you. Thank you to each of you for taking the time out of your very busy schedules to learn more with us, have great conversations, and really put your all into this weekend. It was amazing across the board. And I know the conversations that we had, and I'm sure you all had with each other, will stay with you as you continue on through the rest of the semester. Thank you also to all of the career education staff who led these conversations and really helped you out this weekend. So make sure to give them a huge thank you on your way out. But truly, thank you all for taking the time to actually be a part of this and to really give your all to the start of this adventure. So what's next? You might be asking. Now that you've done a day and a half of all these different assessments and conversations and learning, what do you do with that? Embark is just one step along the way, but you have other things to do and other steps to go. So make sure to give yourself grace and celebrate every discovery, because again, your career journey is not easy. This is not an easy process, and there's going to be some bumps along your path as well. Know that you have what you need with you and not worry about kind of making sure everything lines up in a very particular way. Now you have that foundation of knowledge about yourself and the resources available to you. So use those things. Make sure you ask good questions and use your community for support. Remember, we don't need to compete with one another for certain opportunities. We don't need to hide things from one another because a lot of you are feeling very similarly. And so it's important to talk those things out and really use that community for support around you. Make sure to also use our office as support for you, whether it's a meeting with me as your ACE or a meeting with one of our other advisors in industries or fellowships or internships or civic engagement or anyone. We are here to help you and make sure that you don't feel like you're doing this all by yourself, because in reality, you don't have to. Similarly, you have an entire campus at your disposal and the resources that come with that. So make sure you also realize you can use your faculty and class deans and other members of this community to help you as you navigate what some next steps for you could be, whether it's a life decision or a career decision or an overlap of the two. Remember, the experiential learning fair is going to take place in Tishman Commons. It will go from 11:45 to 1:45. You've all been assigned a half-hour time slot, and that will be on your individualized schedule. So make sure to double check your schedule to see what your time slot is. If you want to grab some lunch in the dining hall before your time or after your time, totally up to you. But the experiential learning fair will be a really great opportunity to talk to some of those other departments across campus, to learn about opportunities that you'll have as a student and other resources available to you as you do have questions. So make sure to attend the experiential learning fair. I will also have a table there if you do have any additional questions for our team or our advising staff. So just know we are here to help and answer any questions you might have, and make sure you know what that next step for you individually might look like. One thing I do want to leave you all with is some advice from the class of 2021. So those who just recently graduated, because I think a lot of the advice that they have speaks really true to a lot of the things that we've talked about already this weekend. Use your own personal markers for success rather than anyone else's. Again, it's really hard to look around and start to compare yourself to other people, but every single person's journey in their career decisions are going to look different. And so it's okay if you're moving at a different pace or have a different opportunity than someone else. It doesn't mean that you're behind or missing something. It just means that your career experiences are going to look very different. I know it's really hard when you're seeing things posted on social media or hearing people talk about their amazing opportunities. We want to celebrate those people and also realize that we're going to have things to celebrate as well. Make sure to do things that bring you joy. You came to Wellesley because it's where you're supposed to be, and you will keep going to the places you're supposed to go. This is an incredible opportunity to be a student at Wellesley, and so take advantage of it. Really applaud yourself for getting here and take advantage of all of the resources that you have as a student. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask those around you for help. Everyone's struggling to find their own way. Really leverage your relationships and community on and off campus. So new opportunities arise in the most unique and surprising ways. Wellesley is really there for you. You just have to reach out for help sometimes. So don't feel like you have to have all of the answers, because even the class of 2021 knows that there are going to be questions that come up and help that's needed. Your first job out of college does not have to be elite. It's hard, again, when you're seeing things posted or you have an expectation for yourself of what that's supposed to look like. But as this alum says, your first job likely will not be your last job. And you can continue to carve out your own path, refining what suits you best. Every step you take is a step in the right direction. Sometimes that direction is going to change, but everything you do, every opportunity you take advantage of is going to help you figure out what that final or future step might look like. It's normal to not know what you want to do or to have to set a plan. Most people's paths post-Wellesley are winding and not always in line with exactly what they studied. This alum now says, I wish I had known this so I could take some of this pressure off of myself. Take a deep breath, know that it's going to be okay, and things will work out. You have resources, you have your community to support you. Use them as you start to navigate what this might look like for you. Again, any other questions? Ask a career ed staff member or find us at the Experiential Learning Fair if there's anything else you want to learn. Otherwise, thank you all so much for being here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend and the rest of your spring semester.